Chosen ones, you are in transition in this hour. So you're in a season of you're transitioning. And what I mean by that is you're coming out of you're already there spiritually if you've been doing the work and you're in alignment with the Most High as far as your assignment. But you're in transition from coming out of the wilderness into the promised land, which is into your purpose. However, there's turbulence that you might be experiencing now or have been experiencing, and it's just turbulence because there's these entities, these I want to say demonic entities, is trying to throw some darts to uh, sort of ruffle your feathers, but they cannot stop what God has already ordained. You cannot stop what God has already ordained for you. Uh, and now this is the season that you're entering in, that you're about to go into, where you'll start bearing fruit. Whereas in the previous season, it was just training. And also, as I did in another video a little while ago, to just continue to move in silence because there are a lot of monitoring spirits that are lurking. And of course, they're being used by the enemy. Because you have to understand this with the devil, your adversary, is not omnipresent like God is. So he doesn't know what's really going on unless you start opening your mouth to certain individuals. This is why in this season, you need to use your discernment. It's critical to use your discernment to see if someone is fishing for information, especially if this is a person that you don't really talk to that much, but every now and then they're always calling or texting you or DMing you. And they're not generally checking, really being concerned about your welfare and just seeing how you're doing. These are monitoring spirits. They want to know what it is that you're up to, because I'm just going to just say it. Some of these folks and some of these people you call a friend, and they could be a friend of me, that's really preying on your downfall. So that's why it's critical to use discernment. But as you're going through this transition, don't fret. Don't don't allow the darts that the enemy is throwing at you to have you go back. This is not the time for you to look back or even consider going back. This is the time where you got to push, because God he planted a seed in you, and it's time for that seed to harvest. It's time for you to reap the harvest. It's time for you to bear fruit in this season that you're going into in this transition. So that's the message I have. I just wanted to encourage you to keep going, and just to let you just one note, I wanted to let you know this: all that you've been through, the suffering, the isolation, this is bigger than you. And what you're doing is you have been chosen by the Most High and your bloodline to break a generational curse. And that is what you're doing. This is the reason why you have to go through the isolation and going through the suffering, because you're breaking a generational curse off your bloodline. You are the one that is going to do it. Where it's going to be passed down, if you have children, to your children's children, or if you don't have children, it could be passed down to the next generation, a niece or a nephew. So that's all that I have. Just stay prayed up and consult with the Heavenly Father as to what it is, any I would say any, and this is what I'm picking up in the spirit with some of you as you're transitioning to start that business or the ministry, as to what it is that you need to do going forward, um, as far as how you should. I'm picking up advertising your business or your ministry, how you should get the word out, what means that you should do, what means of as far as platforms, or what means in as far as in that respect to do that. This is where you want to consult with the Heavenly Father, and he will show you along the way. But don't allow that to stall you, or to stumble. Just keep moving forward, and God will guide and direct you as to what way is going to work for you, and you getting your ministry or your business off the ground. So stay prayed up, and God bless.